Hi, I'm Kim. You're watching Kim Wilson TV. My channel is dedicated to helping victims of narcissistic abuse get free and stay free. Now, naturally, many victims, targets, and survivors have questions about the new victim once you get free from the narcissist. The narcissist was an absolutely rotten human being, and now there they are. They just skip off happily onto the new victim, and they may appear happy to you. Now, certainly this would bring up some questions, and I want to talk about that today. Many of us have spent years with a narcissist, and I think it's a legitimate question, to ask. Did they improve? Have they gotten better? Are they happy with the new victim? How in the world did they just terminate a long-term relationship with you, with me, and just sever all ties and move on? I mean, it's absolute insanity. And by the time you leave, you're probably in a state of absolute utter demise. Chances are every aspect of your life is just in ruins, and now you're confronted with this new form of abuse once the abuse stopped. Now you're being discarded. Now they've cut off any sort of communication with you. They appear to have just completely forgotten about you. I mean, this is all really, really difficult for someone to comprehend, especially when you're in a situation of just ending a relationship that was excessively abusive and excessively detrimental to your life. So it just seems that the abuse just compounds and compounds, and even after you get free, more abuse is inflicted. Whether it's the discard, ghosting, hoovering, maybe they're trying to lure you back in. All abuse, all part of the trap. And most certainly, their behaviors, though, all the same, and I mean globally. That hive mind is so uniformed. It's really, really well tuned. So coming to terms with all of this is pretty distressing. And now you've got questions, and I don't blame you. A lot of people wonder if their narc is happy with the new victim. I will say that in my personal experience, in my personal belief, I do not believe my narcissist is with a new person. I believe that Trevor created a fake person to appeal to me, and when that fake person could no longer affect my life or penetrate my psyche, I believe he killed off that person and created a new person for the new victim. So I believe my narc died when I left. Do I believe the narcissist that I was with has improved or grown any? Absolutely not. As human beings, we grow through self-exploration. We grow through self-acceptance of our shortcomings, faults, flaws. And as empaths and enlightened, critically thinking individuals, we are able to recognize our own behaviors, our own character flaws and shortcomings, and then we become actively engaged in a process of improving, growing as a human being, growing spiritually, and becoming the best we that we can be. They do not have this capacity. They do not assume any responsibility for what's happened. Their frail, shame-based egos will not allow for them to see the role that they've played in the demise of the relationship. So no, they have not improved. They have not grown. They have not become better people. The one thing that will always stay constant, and very likely they've created, well, absolutely, they've created a new fake person for the new target flying monkey victim thing. So it's seeing a whole different person than what you experienced. But the one thing that will always remain absolutely constant is the fact that they are predators, the fact that they have one agenda, the fact that they have one MO. That's it. That's all. That's never going to change. It doesn't matter what the fake persona is, what the new person they've created is. The MO is always the same. Their desire to harm, injure, destroy never changes. Will their true evil agenda eventually become clear to the new target? Absolutely. Absolutely. The new target, the new flying monkey victim, is getting the same ass kicking you got, and that's a guarantee. In fact, this could go one of two ways for the new target. They can be so injured, so narc injured, so broken from you leaving them that they could retaliate very quickly against a new target. Or they could have smartened up and thought, geez, I need to be able to hide this a little bit better. I need to be able to conceal the evil thing that I really am a little bit better. And they may be able to stretch it out. But either way, whether it comes on fast or it takes them a little longer, it's coming, and that's a guarantee. You've been in a long-term relationship with a narcissist. That relationship ends, you leave, they dump you, whatever the hell happens, and they move very quickly into a new relationship, and all of a sudden marriage is on the table. I will assure you that the reason they're talking marriage very quickly to the new target is not even about the new target. It's to hurt you. They have not yet stopped punishing you for abandoning them, because abandonment is their worst fear. Now, we all are starting to get some clarity on this extreme contradiction. If abandonment is their worst fear, why are they pushing so hard for it? I know, nuts, right? But the reality is they're so convinced, so certain that this abandonment will occur that they just want to get it over with. So they will push and push and push until you are left with no choice whatsoever but to abandon them. Many victims fleeing with nothing more than the shirts on their back, running like they're being chased by Satan. So the abandonment is very, very real to them. And when it's not happening, they will push for it. So once you've done it, you have still ignited in them that absolute morbid fear. And, oh God, you're just going in circles. Everything about these fiends is a contradiction. Everything. They think you're better than them, so they must destroy you. Now, you'd think that if someone had a great partner in their life, they would just let their great partner be, possibly even become supportive of the great partner. But no, this is not a source of pride to them that their partner is great. This is a source of horrendous envy, all-consuming, soul-eating envy, and they must eliminate anything that causes this real threat to them. They truly feel that your superiority is a threat to them. It is a real source of pain and suffering for them, and they must eliminate you. So the contradiction is just going to keep spinning and spinning. Is your narcissist happier with the new victim than they were with you? Well, kind of, sort of. Chances are if you've left, you've exposed them, you've seen the mask slip, you've made it clear to them that you know what they are, so they can no longer suck supply out of you like they used to be able to. So they are happier in the sense that the new victim, flying monkey, is blind, has no idea what's going on, and has got a freer flow of supply coming out of them. So yes, they're able to extract supply easier from the new victim. So yes, in that fleeting moment, they are happier. They're not happier with the person, because people are just two-dimensional beings to them, like cardboard cutouts. They're not real humans. So what is real to them is the supply. How do they get supply? By inflicting harm and injury. So if they're getting supply, they're hurting the new victim. Now, naturally, if they're with a new victim, they are quite likely still in the idealization, love bombing phase, doing their little testing game. So they're not really extracting supply at this point. So it is very, very common that when the narcissist is now in a new relationship with a new target, that they are actively cheating on that new target, because they can go out, get, sexual vampirism type supply, while still setting this new victim up. The narcissist has no capacity to love, so no, they are not in love with the new victim. Do you guys see all these orbs going around behind me? The narcissist has no ability to change or improve. So all that's happened is they've created a new fake person, but the agenda is still the same. Harm, destroy, maim, mutilate. That's it. That's all. That's how they get supply. They are absolutely the exact same as a crazed drug fiend looking for heroin, but they are crazed narcissists looking for supply. The only way to get supply is to suck the soul out of somebody. I'm Kim. You're watching Kim Wilson TV. I hope you guys are having a great narc-free day.